why are you waiting, right? Please immediately go and sign up after this video, right? I promise you, this is not just value for money. It really changes everything.
Hi everyone. Today we have with us Hazel. Hazel joined the Reputation Mastery coaching program. So today I'm here to ask her for experience about the program. Maybe Hazel, you can introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi everyone, I'm Hazel. I'm the co-founder and COO of Serious Media. Serious Media is a digital marketing agency. Last year, we pivoted the business into influencer marketing.
And maybe you can share with us what made you decide to take on the program. Because it was a relatively new program, I introduced it to you.
Correct. Well, it's because of you. So last year, I actually, started showing up on LinkedIn. And through LinkedIn, I was following your story. And I remember there was this one post that you have, and you said something along the line of this thing that you are doing. But it was very vague, and you're looking for 3 participants. So I was like, okay, that sounds something that... I was curious. I was basically curious as well. So I reached out to you and say, okay, hands up. I want to be part of this. What is it all about? I think that's how we started, the journey together. Correct.
And it's something very new to you, right? Trying to get features in the media, trying to build a stronger reputation for a Serious, for yourself. What made you think that it was possible to achieve, since it's not really like a service that is done for you? Yeah.
Well, the truth is, I myself am a marketer, right? And I do know bits of PR, let's just put it this way. And I always thought that PR is an important channel to have. Even when I was talking to my client, whenever I go to my client with a proposal, I could see that my entire proposal, there will be at least a slide saying that, okay guys, you also have to do PR. Now, while my agency don't have a PR team, but I would strongly encourage you to tap on PR, and then so that the whole messaging is being carried through for the entire project. So that's it. This whole PR thing.
Why did you think that it was something that you all could do? Because it's not like a service. I think when you came to us, you were looking for PR to grow the brand reputation of Serious Media, and you were talking to a couple of PR agencies as well, right? Then what made you decide to take on the program? Because it's very different, it's coaching.
Exactly. So you're right, I was searching a lot. Searching around for PR agency. The truth is, it's the retainer fee that I don't think my agency wants to pay at the moment. So when this program came about, I thought, hey, that's interesting, right? Even though and I'll be honest here, even though it's not I wasn't entirely sure if this is the right decision. But then I said to myself, it's sort of a win-win. So from a money standpoint, it's something that we could afford. Number 2, it also allows me to learn PR. So even though I say I know PR, right, but it's very different. So I want to know, so what's out there? What is it that I can also pick up and also kind of use that for the company?
Okay, got it. And do you have any doubts about whether you will be able to get Serious Media, get yourself present in media?
100%. Because at the end of the day, it's coverage, right? I'm very clear the KPI is coverage for Serious. But then how do I get there? How much PR value? Because these are words that I've used a lot in the past. So those things are question mark. So it was really very much coming to this program with a very open mind, and then say to myself, let's just go and do this. See how it turns out to be. Yeah.
And when you had all these doubts, right, what made you decide, okay, let's just go with it at the start?
I think I trust you. I do, just because, and that's the power of LinkedIn. I think your storytelling, I went to check your website, I went to see the kind of clients that you have. All of these things speaks to me. And then I sort of okay, if I trust this person, this program, yes, it's new. I did feel like a guinea pig. Yes, I did. But I think it's a guinea pig status that I'm happy to take on and say, let's do this, right? And I think one thing that really assured me is the program doesn't have a lockdown period. A lot of program that you go to, you had to sign up for 6 months, 12 months. You kept it very open, right? And I think I appreciate that a lot, because it's something where you're uncertain, right? And then you don't have that lockdown, sort of giving you that confidence to say, okay, no big deal. If it doesn't work out in 2 months, I can still come to you and say, I'm sorry, this doesn't work out for me. So that gives me a lot of comfort.
What were some of the biggest challenges that you had before working with us? Why were you looking at PR for your business?
Sure. So I think the first thing, and I think I said this to you in my very first class with you, was, oh my goodness, I have to write the release myself. I know there's ChatGPT, But then to write a release, in my head, is like, it's a very big deal. How do I go about doing that? So you've not only just taught us the structure, you gave us very good background knowledge of what PR is actually about. You've helped me personally overcome that hurdle, right? And I remember sitting down there with my first assignment on writing my founder story. It was hard, yet I felt really good about it when I submitted that to you. And then, since then, writing release is not an issue anymore. I felt like it was just part of my writing that I needed to do. Yeah, so then that's the first one. The second one is really, who do I pitch to? Right? I often think that I can't do PR because I don't have relationship with the media out there. And you guys have been so generous in terms of sharing the media list. And even so, right, I did ask myself, okay, now that I have a list, but I still don't know these people. Will these people even bother reading my pitches, right? But boom, obviously the results show. I think April in particular was a great month for Sirius in terms of coverage. We did have a lot of coverage in April.
Which were some of the media titles? Maybe you can share.
Sure. So one thing that I personally was very proud of is Campaign Asia. Campaign Asia is a trade marketing publication, only because I came from a media broadcast industry, and I still recall back then as a very young marketeer getting into Campaign Asia, it's a big deal. So fast forward that year, and then I'm like, now, and I just submitted, sort of my opinion in another piece that came out. All this was not something that I was thinking about. And yet, it shows, and I was very proud of that. So there were other trade publications as well. But then that's the other closer to home, it's actually CNA. So I was also being featured on CNA. And another piece, I was told that another piece is coming out, but that one, it's closer to the wellness space.
Yeah. Another piece in CNA Digital, right? Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Put a screenshot in the video.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Okay, got it. So apart from maybe the media features, reaching out to the media, writing pitches and stuff like that, was there any other thing that you gained from the program?
Yes. So from a business lens, I'm confident to say that because of all the coverage, right, now when I go out and tell people we're in the influencer marketing space, I do personally, so from me, representing the company, I do feel confident. I almost feel like, okay, here's the data, right? So that's one part. The other thing, it's really seeing inquiry coming in. I think, can I straightly give credit fully to this program? Probably not. There are also other marketing channels that we've been working on. But I must say, there must be some, impact, right, from this program that leads are coming in. Right, from that space. Yeah, so I think we gained that from taking on this program.
And we also covered things like content, right? Like apart from to create content, because we can't always be in the media all the time, right? Was there any takeaway regarding content creation, stuff like that?
Again, I was very impressed. I think you constantly impress me, even though it has been 6 months now. You've constantly impressed me on so many levels. I came into this program thinking I'm just going to write press releases, story angle, pictures, that's it, right? But you've given me more. So you started sharing with us, when it comes to PR today, it's really not just be in this space. There's a lot more out there. And it's almost like a holistic ecosystem, right? It's an ecosystem that we need to start thinking and seeing how we should be part of. I was very surprised that there was actually a session on how to use the camera or how do we shoot stuff. I was like, okay, this is value for money. I didn't expect this. But because of that, right, you make me take a step back and say, yeah, actually, you're right. PR is not just about an interview. Right? It's about when someone someone search for us, whether it's influencer marketing, whether it's on a personal front. I also feel like I've gained, a bit of personal branding here. When people search for Hazel Yap, what does that mean? So things started to show up. Links to an article is one, but also my presence in other areas. So whether it's a podcast, whether it's on social content that we do, I think these are things that really demonstrate what PR could mean today as compared to a decade ago.
And what were one or two things that moved the needle for you?
I'll start off with personally. I think I'm definitely a lot more confident. I will not forget how I came to you maybe 2 days before my first radio interview. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to prepare myself? Those were real fear. Very real. Even though I can't say that I'm an expert now, but I'm not as scared anymore. Definitely not so afraid of being in front of a camera. So that's been growth for me. So that's one big one. Second one, it's really saying to myself, walk the talk, right? If I have been telling my client all these years why PR is important for them, why they should do it, then at least I should walk the talk and say, see, I've been doing this for my company as well, and this has benefited us. So it's also a lot more convincing, I guess. If I speak to my client, my new or next client, right, and say, okay, now you have to do PR because of XYZ.
Okay, so this has changed your business in the sense that you have built a stronger presence on the brand across
Correct.
different platforms.
Yes, definitely, we have.
Okay, what will you say to someone thinking of working with us who is watching this video right now?
Why are you waiting, right? Please immediately go and sign up after this video, right? I promise you, this is not just value for money. It really changes everything, at least for me. You know, whether is it on a personal level, on the personal branding front, I think that's very talked about these days. But also whether you are running your own business, whether you are working for someone, I think it all ladder up to how it helped your brand, the brand that you're working for, all the businesses that you're running. The results will show.
Okay, where can people learn more about?
No, you can definitely find me on LinkedIn. I'm very present there. But beside LinkedIn, you know, I recently also started my new wellness passion project, so I'm going to plug here. You can also find me at A Good Rest, because I'm also a certified forest bathing guide. Other than that, please come to Serious Fluent, which is seriousfluent.com. That's where you will know a lot more about influencer marketing and also new campaigns that you can be part of.
Thank you. Thank you, Hazel.
Thank you, Crystal.